the IQ test and the multiple intelligences survey. Introduction. Each individual has a different level of intelligence, according to which people can use their specific abilities. In general, intelligence is measured against the intelligence of an average person of the same age. The theory of intelligence is extremely popular among educators, and many teachers use it in schools to help students choose areas for further development. Moreover, this level is determined by special tests, such as the IQ test and the multiple intelligence survey. Thus, it is essential to compare the effectiveness of an IQ test and a multiple intelligence survey. Comparison of the IQ test and the multiple intelligences survey. IQ tests are used to determine people's level of knowledge and skills. IQs are used by schools or other educational institutions to assess students' general intellectual abilities and to screen them for mental disabilities. In addition, IQ testing is even used when hiring new employees. This is because the test includes various questions that are explicitly designed to measure mental performance. Meanwhile, there is a multiple intelligence survey that is needed to determine the type of intelligence of various people. This allows individuals to utilize their strengths and develop their weaknesses. According to Gardner, there are 8 areas of intelligence, and a significant majority of humans do not have advantages or disadvantages in all areas, they counterbalance each other. Furthermore, multiple intelligence surveys are most effective in elementary schools, where children between the ages of 10 and 13 study. If the IQ test is used, then between the ages of 5 and 9, this test will demonstrate the correct result. At the same time, the IQ test does not measure intelligence entirely, as it does not pay attention to creativity and social development. However, the intelligence test could be a better tool because it asks general questions to determine the strengths and weaknesses of intelligence. Instead, the test does not consider such common questions as math skills or reading. Therefore, it cannot be assumed that this test accurately measures intelligence. Significantly, there are no absolute advantages for students to take the IQ test or the multiple intelligence survey. IQ has been criticized because the results are often used to classify some students as slow and do not address the social sphere that determines student motivation. However, the IQ test can be beneficial for students because the test results allow them to identify their individual needs. The same applies to the multiple intelligences survey because the test has a positive effect on learners because of the possibility of using the strengths it identifies. Nevertheless, this test only measures a broad area of intelligence, which does not enable students to gain additional knowledge about their powers. As a result, the 2 tests are practical for young children to help them identify areas of intelligence that need to be developed. Nonetheless, tests are inaccurate, which is why their outcomes cannot be considered a reliable guide to assessing students' abilities. Conclusion. In summary, the IQ test and the multiple intelligences survey have the same method of assessing people's general abilities and identifying their strengths and weaknesses. However, these tests are most effective at an early age, where the IQ test is best used before the age of 9, while the multiple intelligences survey is best used before the age of 13. Both tests have shortcomings. The IQ test needs to consider creative and social skills, and the intelligence survey needs to include basic math and reading questions. As a result, they can generally measure intelligence, but their findings are not definitive.